Ghana this year, Joe Mama Kwa Baba United Television UTV. So a brasso, Omaimu, Amaronin, Sama Wabuano, Yede Bedamo, say Kasiebo, Name Comes and some of Doso, na Irikandia Sada, Ama, your proud sponsors as they call Yama. That's the way chocolate drink. Do ya? And also share a face special ice, mineral water, and a special drinks. Or for we are special Tiana PB best point saving and loans limited. Mama banking. I have for keke office. Fee baby I will be an answer dale *277# now in the bank no Edin South so and a best assurance. Omadaroma near din semno eba. Idima couldn't be any.
Ghana mampenyi abedi echire akasadia sujwa se mampenyi ekufu adu akuma swade ne so behwa boa ama humesua papa koso amayina.
Operation clean your frontage echina ena ehase na mansia hodo a ewon kramantam no won di dwumadi stronko ade adano edi.
Yawada na etwemu ene na wotwe ena apiate no wato ye mantimi ho ase bi ni tie no eye explosion e baye ena adehye no akasa kire omadwen afa ho.
Education Minister Honorable Oseya Oduchum de atudwa se aban beboa ama school fo a ekosua po ahodo no won enye baabi e de onti atokama.
Penyina wono ehwe apomuden so kire mu se ade betimi aboa ne etimi ako ade etia COVID-19 no ne se ye bewo pane ni bi ade aboye ho ban.
Asoye ehwe apomuden sam so obono is mantamu abomanfo kokko se opea abano wonya hweye isanse ede yade pi ena aba
ensamno ebi eka ho a edikan di hwe ne yatena se de babesum wo medin de Akua Agyeiwaa Kodie mene
David Ofori Osafo
afi ensamno enie Ghana mampenyi abedi eche ye Dr. Halaji Mahmoud Baumia na wakasa de atudwa chemu se ye ka ade ba ko a MPP aban e a mampenyi ekufuado eda no omudi o man Ghana yisu se ombeye amano ayeye no ene ehumesua eno nti aban no ba no de niema bi rese fata a ehye ehumesua nhie ni mu ebeboa enti eba ehumesua papa a emuye duru ebekọ animu de eda aban no abam obeye ede ama Ghana fo nti enya botre ema aban no
Omampani abedeche Dr. Muhammad Baumia echirim se MPP aban yeka aban a nani eku adesua nsem so pa ewo Ghana ha nyina eye MPP aban no wo mo ebaye no maba be kire pa se adesua ye hyemu kena etimi eboa baba mu eteretere mu a ebetumi ayeye enu nti no akande bia na esene fata sese wo mo ede ma eye adesua ewo oman Ghana mu no wo mo ede ma wo mo enu nti ena wo mo ede eye 150 buses a wo mo etimi ede aboa eye second cycle institutions no se womu enje se de beya womu edi dwuma na se wompenipa bebre atena ka mu akoba bia womu anya sa cars no bi ede akọ enu nti no mu de ye pickups be te se 50 and afi 65 seater buses enu so mu oha womu ede akọ akoma sa second cycle institutions se de beya ebitumi aboa womu akoba die.
First, I handed over 365 Isuzu double cabin pickup trucks out of a total of 840 procured by the government. These were distributed to all metropolitan, municipal, and district directorates of education, as well as selected agencies under the Ministry of Education. I also handed out on that occasion 493 out of a total of 2,000 motorbikes to aid the work of circuit supervisors and to further enhance supervisory roles in the education sector. I further announced that government had procured 350 buses for our senior high schools in this country, and we distributed 100 buses on that day. Today, it is indeed an honor for me to hand over a total of 150 additional vehicles, including 100 buses and 50 pickups for the use of our secondary schools. I urge the leadership and staff of the beneficiary schools to judiciously use the vehicles to achieve the objectives for which they are being provided. I have the greatest pleasure to formally commission these 150 vehicles, 100 buses, and 50 pickups for our schools.
Aban di dwumadie bi aba echina na ehyaase dwumadie ene operation clean your frontage say yesiesie yempatamu ama ho atenwan na oba enkramantamu a mansia hodo no won edi dwumadie sonko enei edi adano edi
Operation Clean Your Frontage Agyeiwaa kwankran krodwam ha wo mo ede atu dwa wo mo se obia ensum na omprapra ne fie anim ne fie nchenchem mu nyina sede be ya abema ahonidie adi mu ewo oman Ghana mu titiri ewo nkran krodwam ha enu nti ene wo nkran krodwam ha bukom ga machine Accra Metropolitan Assembly for wo mo adomu de adi ewo ho namso ema mayor ya wo nkran krodwam ha Honorable Elizabeth Saki Tewia akopie mu ewo dwumadie no ase ede nkyerɛkyerɛmu ama wo mo ne nti a wo mo ede Omani so say omo ebedi sa adwumadie no e won kran krodwam ase
ene won ka echi ban kwa mofia mo ne bo mi tren fai ake neke won sa gae bo ba fo gbe fan no ni mi huma fe gbe fan no ni ene fe manu mi ake wo fe twem wo fe dwomo kome into kome ake wo ba saga e wo won je shishi Kede wo keya obana ni me blue ejolo street feno ye won fishy ake Ghana man abaton heko ni man se bi twi ba hwe aka memba mba kwe na me ho amekesane papa aya e wo bo fitahe me ho fitahe wo fitahe
enu achi na Gan West municipality enu wo mo ewo amasaman so wo mo so edisi omani so wo mo beye ne saa nam so ama Honorable Clement Wilkins ya oye aban krachepani ewo ho no ejina so ede nsem sei etudwa
into operation clean your frontage ni de ye ni asomutwe say ye be Gan West aye clean but ade aye so no de wo ma ko ni say ye wade bi a ye fe no municipal without boundaries say me nam na me ko du ba bi na ho enye fa me nka say enimi de em say me ye ho adwuma na ye nyina ye kabom because obi de fi gu nso mo atifia na say me ti anafo a e be wa begu anafo ho eti ye say make sure say etifi no e clean na anafo nso aye clean into operation clean your front ni aye ka no asechire nyina no omo di containers omo stores esi gata ano no ni e ka chom say obetwe akwachire 2 meters ni e be 6 feet eti utwi kwachire 6 feet ya obi tade a won gina ka kwan so ento ade no obegina wo store nanim otimi dia to wade into operation clear of frontage no ye bota ye kase baako a ewo ho no obi anso no efi next month no ya nesi nnua obi a wode container esi kwa ho bia a watwe kwachire no obi abeyi nnua no mienu na wagodua wo container no anim anopa bia obedwuma a obegu so ukofi a no eguso let's say sa nnua no e ye obebisi a obehwe say obetimi anecha omna aye kama into operation clear of frontage no asiya no
Enyileshi amanfro mu eye Gan South municipality won kran krodwam ha wo mo so ejina so editu dwa se efiri ochina eko eye 1st February no wo mo so ebehwe atoto niema yi nam so ema Honorable Joseph Nyani Stephen edin semsei eto semtrofo ani
de ka chom se sisi ade se wan ti de ka no na uma loni biwudia chief executive minimum bibiaka jawatmasie what we are trying to do Ogasa said we want them to own the project or the initiative jawatmasie we want them to own the initiative meaning the entire task force guy no ASR your friend in Nakasa already know assembly now issue press statement on that issue and to clear the whole issue. Yeah, in fact, my family media again to say we are very sorry for what happened, and we believe it's certain will not happen again.
Tema West municipality aban krachepani wo ho Honorable and na Adukwe Ado.
The assembly is embarking on a pilot project of Operation Clean Your Frontage. We just want to know, first of all, sensitize the public this is what we are doing. From Tuesday, it is going into full effect. And so we just want them to know that Operations Clean Your Frontage has come to stay. It is a law, and it is mandatory on their part to observe as such.
Mienu sunie na apiate a enubo embogo so ewo atoye mante mu no dynamite bi eto ye ema nipa bi hwiro mo enkwa akro no adane amanfo ene entie kire se empenifo ayi adehye no afra apiate wo mokwa komo mbabirofo atena enam so ema UTV ebu ye ketem koye ene adehye ni bi kodi enkomo na sei eno mo kasa kire yen
That's the me ba unya ne se wo fi yenda ye mu na de ye nyama no na tent ni ade na ase bi mu nya bi nim so mo bisu amu ye hu tutu so mo bi wo ye ba ade ye me fanse bitumi ye na aduane ono ankasa ye na aduane wo use ka betumi akokoma akoto aduane omo de aduane so ba ebu anya aduane ni nyina na wape ankasa wo ska betumi aye wa aduane na wa ye de kwadi nti ye ba ade ye eye ba yin ya dan ntem so me ya na ntem na betumi akọ egu ane da de na nsa kura black na abemi ni ade enti na o ma yin yewu a
sese o mo ajan ama yankasa so ye enti bibia dan kwan edan no so o mo ma ema no da dida yeso ye da golden hotel enti yeso ye guso o mo guso a o mo san ye yeso ye de si enti ye guso enti bibia kadaka se ye dan no ebubu no omu yes no nyema ye hu so omu ye bet adisre ni ye sre wo omu nye ni aka no mai
esra ban se ye dan ana ese di o me ye mai ye sre embuan so free omu ye adwuma kase se sre wo mala o me bua ma ye dan no nyema ese ba bi ye da enipa dan ye dem ye enipa be 20 ana da sa dan ni so mu o hye Yes, na esra ban esra penifo a wo so wo se mo bi so me boa ma ye da ye mu me mai eno an esra wo de ye ko school dem chapel dem ni so ye wo be nyi di ba wo ni bi biara ya da ho ase wa agbo modin na mo me yama na aso abe wa metama no fu ni ni
Avia ni chemo ewo tifedo mantemnu emu na twiye na arawosam kese bi esiye ewo tamale se ejato stores ahodo mu ewo aboabo marketer eno ewo tamale eno enam so ema abro bags ahodo a ehye no na enya semkuma akra eno achi enura yedigu eno bai so durana ehye na spraying machines ahodo ni nyina ehye dwerebe na eno nam so hempon a owo Gabon ya na Abubakar Mahama otosmienu tu ni mpanifo ama akochechire adehia wo hwere wo adwapade no wa chechire won were kama
Yeah, so he's very, very much concerned and he's asked us to come and see the extent of the damage and also to appeal to the authorities, that is the metro, the directorate, the district directorates that are affected, so we can see what we can do to actually ameliorate the pain and then the loss of those people involved, and also to forestall future occurrences of this fire outbreak, especially the wiring of the stores, and then also leaving gap for in case such a thing happens where the fire service can actually pass through, and also the water hydrants to have them all open up, or else the Ghana Water should find an alternative way of providing water. People all saw it when they came here; they had lost water. Private people had to come and provide water for the fire service to do continuous work. So we think in a situation like this, it's not only for the fire service, so everybody, especially those who are supposed to provide the water for them to extinguish the fire. So he's appealing to the government, appealing to all concerned to do all that we can actually to eliminate the pain of these people, and then also to prevent future occurrences of this fire outbreak. And then he's ready to whatever support that we need to actually to realize all these that we have mentioned, and we should always make it known to him. So the metro director is chief executive is here, so we'll talk to him. Whatever immediate remedies that they have, we can send it over to the Indanya and tell him that in future what the detailed remedy also he wants to be part of it and make sure that everybody is actually addressed with his concern.
Maybe what we are witnessing today is a joke. What may happen tomorrow will be more than what we are seeing. So we want to take this step quickly to ensure that there's free flow. Again, we have inspected the water hydrants as Chiefs talked about, and one of it is not working. We are asking the fire service and the Ghana Water Company to collaborate to see how we can reactivate the place so that they can easily have water to do their work.
So there are some now by there, or be out because and the man I was stores, and the man no doors. Store no stores I saw Nepadi or Moniamatua, ya no mafa. I saw a store for no so Moniamacount. And to say they are ban or be I confused. As some so bad, as some then Sunya me, they are young couple penano. The Ayan says, Siano, why for and the two ammonium penyon for a janum, nananum, mamma, no ya papanum, or be our boy, be our umbatima boy.
Ye just Sarah we say me so ahome abaya betu akase honu so.
Osafo sama munyina kwa baba UTV kasebui eso yetu ansem so ede amamo.
Ensakraye bi ekoso ewo Ghana nwumahia hyehye emu enam soma nkrofo kasa. Enkrofo chema no mo se eya ye bibie wo no mododo enu nti aban no nsamre biem. Enu no Osafo a wo no hwe oman nwumahia so Dr. Yawosei Editwum akire mu se ebra ye wo mu ene baabie wiase ekro no sa ensakraye ene mra hodo no ena ye hia we education me beboa yen na enkura no atene masie sanse yetiti enkoda no ya ebeboa magana yenya kuni dachi bi.
In education, you have to do about 10 things at the same time in order for you to see better outcomes. If you only embark on infrastructure development and build the V blocks as Nana Danko Kufala and his buildings are V-shaped, the classroom blocks, or build E blocks, if you don't train teachers, you are in trouble. So invariably, the reforms you've seen in this country is that we take one thing and focus on it and say, hey, we are doing the targeted instruction. Meanwhile, the classroom that we are targeting the instruction in is falling apart. So you see, you go and train the teachers and say that the students should be working in groups. They should move the chairs around and sit together. The teacher will get the training, but he goes and there are no chairs. So you have to look at furniture, you have to look at the buildings, you have to look at the textbooks, you have to look at teacher training, you have to look at parent engagement so that the parent will invest themselves in the education of their children. You have to look at headmaster training because the teachers will go to training but the headmaster have no idea what to do. You are in trouble. So even within this example I've given to you, I've mentioned almost about 8 things. So if you see me doing the 8 things, don't think I'm doing one too many things, because if I don't, the outcomes will not show. If I said I want to change the education service in the education system in this country, but I leave our STEM, I can do whatever I have to do, put up all the buildings. If I leave our STEM, our education system will not produce 21st century outcomes. So if you know something about education, the sense of urgency when it hits takes you in different directions, but you have to work with a team. Each will do their part. TVET will do its part. GES will do its part. Everybody will do their part. So as they reinvent themselves, GES and TVET service reinvent themselves. School inspector reinvent itself. NTC reinvent itself. So you're going to hear in the media, NTC is doing this. GES is doing this. TVET service is doing it. It's one too many. But all of them have to reinvent themselves for us to get the kind of education system that the good people of Ghana expect from us. If we don't, we perish. So I appreciate the fact that you think I'm doing too many things. That means you want me to rest. So my brother, I truly appreciate you. Unfortunately, if I don't get all my agency doing different things for us to move, we'll not be able to produce the outcome that this country expects from us. The people of Ghana expect quality learning outcomes.
Osafo egusua wo honorable Osei Editwum Osafo ahwe enwasua ho ensensem emu opania sans de atudwa akire se yennuanom a ekọ suapon ahodo aya na dodo na ba bia wonde wonti betokra na ayeden e de amomo na ban etu anamo ahodo se de be a sa ho ni nyina eto ebetwa.
Accommodation at the universities are of concern to us. We started with the colleges of education by building hostels there. At the university level, we'll continue to work with the universities to make sure that we provide incentives for build, operate, and transfer solutions. Because we believe the private sector can do a good job there. But I think we'll get them to do a better job for us if there was some kind of incentive, something that will incentivize them to do more. So, for example, instead of Get Fund using, let's say, 100 million in building 5 or let's say 5 hostels, you can distribute this among about 30 developers as credit enhancement for them to be able to do their work fast, and then within the first 3 or 4 years they pay you back, and then Get Fund gets its money to do something else. So we are looking at new ways where we can motivate and incentivize the private developer to develop more hostels while the government focuses on support for lecture halls. And on this score, I want to commend UPSA for the work that they've done. In fact, they are using the IGF in building lecture halls. It's so much commendable when you go to EEW, Winneba, and see the number of hostels that they've built from their IGF. Tech has done similar things. That's my alma mater. They will kill me if I don't mention their name. But the bottom line is a number of universities have been innovative, and we need to incentivize them, support them, so that we'll put to rest this issue of students going to campuses and struggling to get accommodation. I'm sponsoring a number of students, as some of you know, so I understand issues in that space. I now have 97 engineers and medical doctors from my constituency that I'm fully paying for, and how to find them spaces to live. So I understand the concerns of parents when it comes to issues about accommodation. And we're going to continue to work with the universities to make sure that this aggravation becomes a thing of the past.
Na yeko asante mantem mo ehon mo na asante mantem so afo akasa na ne kasa ye mo na wo kire mu se Ghana ye mantem mo ye regions na ye dunsia ukọ baabia eba apomuden senka na ekoye pa na so uduru asante mantem won mo de na gigya dodo ya de bi ha dwene na wo tu anamon aye na afom de se empenifo ebeye bibi ede afa ho.
Asante mantama swafo onunyamfo Simon Osemensa de nsem wetuja ewo sontreso aban ayaresabia no ewo Kumase emra omoye amane ne amamre na afi isolation center wo mo esi ede amayaresabia no omo ebeda nadi na sa isolation center yare bi wo ho a esan etese covid ebaye anase yare bi a yesusu se betimi esan afoforo no yebetimi ade sankrofo kwakohyem eno ena yetaka na se infectious disease center na sa center omo musiye eye adwumaku a enhya aban ase a ye fro omo unique royal club a omo ewo Kumase e asante mantam soafo kasa ebo ma baso paso omo ya ade se omo tima dwene Ghana de hye ho se omo so e ba be si sa center ye e de ama so ntreso aban ya resabia oto a ne nsem no so sei
se wo fa mantam na e wo Ghana hana mantam a ayaresa e ho nsem e wo fom pa e asante mantam. So for population, you know, any health facilities are yet and the waffle. Even there, see a regional hospital for Shanti. No, and near here and after what hospital and Sana yet near hospital and regional hospital, Amasi South in Libby. In technical terms, Ashanti region, you need regional hospital. Now, maybe we are dear and Ania regional hospital. In the same way, your hospitals be brave as anti-mantemwa. They have a district hospital and qualified to be called a district hospital. And he was said, "You might have so." They say the case mantamwa ayasa nhonsem nipa ayasa anti-mantem ni die. Ni say a fatayin. Na da abayasi say do batu ye no so oguso eye. Sabi aban echiminya niema ni nyina nti se wonya omamba pa na omoye wuya omoye ni nyina aban no adwuma no bi na omoye ede aboa no
asante mantema kwankyerefo panyi a oda apomden asoye Dr. Emmanuel Tenkran kasa no se center ne beboa pa
covid shots ye no se de na ye bre answer na ye nya ba bi kra de eni pato no na eye de ma asante man ebu time bi a hotel kra na ye kope na ye di nipa omo yare ye kokogu wo hwe baby asontraso hospital yi sia akasasi ye si no kese kra amabu akonfa nochi if they say wo back of anochi a who say hospital no aye choked it is here who are the fefe dia na me ka say erade na insura mo e bia na de ye covid o tran betimi aye yare fufuro bia na wo ba ide atimi ahwe oyi
ne krakra no otitire ni edema unique royal club chairman Kofi Jemfi na afi eye medical superintendent o Abanya Yaresabia e wo Suntreso Dr. Frank Ejakupoku eso echire mu sei
enimi say government intimi solve all the problems, all the social problems enti no edu covid time no ene e ba ene beye adoye wa ha ti bebe adoye no mu ka say omu hia isolation center enti e ba na kan akuma enti within 5 months no ene it put up this isolation center ya worth 295,000 Ghana cedis cedis.
Hospital bia any solution center no obrepa e wona ya rehwem eto de bia na nipa ba ko pe waje empade nyina ana dan ni nyina bi so do obi koda ho bi mu a na nyi enti we ya e dia be aboa e pa
Yefri Asante Mantamuna Yako Bono East Mantamno Emu Asa hwe apomudin samso e Bono East Mantamno Emu ere kokobo amadehye wo mantam se opesi opaba no ebasia na edimfutro enaba ba nsa yade pi na de nam ntiomamfo no enye apeyi.
Bono East Mantam no eye Mantam a ehye atifido ene anafo Mantam a ewo oman Ghana mu eye North and South regions no a ewo oman Ghana mu enu nti no se empempi no ope esise ya eye ana wo mo ewo ho no wo mu enya hamatan no eye epe no ehun sunsuaso bebre no ne efri eye atifido Mantam no wo mo ensa eka bi ena ne efri eye anafo ha se so no wo mo ensa eka bi nti ekobasa na aye ahometesempa enu nti Health Directorate ye wo Bono East region aya opani oda no eye Dr. Frederick Adomakubuatin akomonten so ya wo mu eye nkyerɛkyerɛ akyerɛte mamufo se yade bebre eba sabre eninti no esese wo mu ehwe wo mu hu yie se de be ya wo mu ensa enka yade no ebi wo mu ekyerem se yade bi etese cerebrospinal meningitis ye etwa ne tia kasa CSM no yade sabre ema na homne so ewo ho pa afi COVID-19 pandemic no so ewo ho ya eho enema hodo ekeka ho nyina no ni nyina no epegya de mu ewo ho ntire sese wo mu eboa na wo mu enkwamo ewo wo mu no eye immune system no wo mu epegya mu ti wo mu enam so de nkyerɛkyerɛ amatemamufo no se de be ye betimi aboa na wo mu apomudin adi mu ewo sabre yi emu
season na wo mu ne de we hamata naba ese mi ani da ho for obi beka when okaya de bi e kan CSM cerebrospinal meningitis one of the problems and but the last 2 years because of COVID and in normal I did 2 measures mass the mass so and so be free and drinks and yet alcohol you can't drink to say fruit drinks and excessive alcohol because that oh yes Anna
Yahome aji adwadi nkrato abaye baye beto akase bonu so ye pa acho menko bebia. Jamaya huye Akua ba yentu akasi eboni sunko yenim.
Osafo yetu ansem so ana ye ko Volta River Authority minoka say won ye project ahodo e wo man Ghana mu na ba ko wo si e ye 13.8 megawatt Kalio solar plant and wo Kalio Nadoli district e wo Upper West region. Now chese phase 2 no enche obeshasi.
Volta River Authority for HMC Omuguswa tretre womu entabamu na we project we no womu no German government for na ebo womu achidom enunti no womu ahye phase 2 asia womu edi 13.8 megawatt Kalio solar project no womu edi akwakopi mu ewo na Dolly district ewo Upper West region womu hwe ni mu se ebetimi ama eyetimamufo adan bet 3000 de womu ebema womu anyinam kanea project for so womu aka ho bie no kpom thermal power plant eno eye combined cycle afi thermal power plant so eno so ye combined cycle no womu egusua edi ho edwuma ena afi so takrade eye 3 terminal plant womu esan ede power abamu no womu egusua eye sa construction no womu efiri ho so womu ebe bongo 1 and 2 solar project no womu eguso ena afi 75 megawatt wind project no so no womu eguso dendenden pa na we no owura Emmanuel Osafo ye deputy chief executive ya wono engineering and operations Emma VRE ena edito eye Ghana fo nyina nim ewo nkrankrubiem ha wa bra VRE fo wo mo eye customer experience forum wo mo anything mamufo ne wo client ahodo no a ekokudi nkita ho a ugina so ede ensem sei etudwa kan.
I think the last 4 or 5 years your part say be make sure say your equipment no is always available because available say who here Osabeka. And at time you hear no say our and your friend reliability to make sure say equipment do you make sure say fuel na be travel equipment do and it becomes gas say your gas were 3 different sources. You were from Nigeria, you were from ENI, GMPC, and you were from Ghana gas. Inti the bia who battery cry your gas on ho. 7 insure 2 years but it may pretty damn say the bia insure. Inti on our part you be make sure say the away and part no say yeah inti standards and say won to say do so first gas ka bia Nigeria for fuel pet na say you need gas supply na ho achen say Nigeria for ya be ko ENI and say be ko GMPC wo mu nya nya kra ya wo crude oil ya to crude oil yesika sem na ay papanite ma to crude oil ya to say ya feri kra ya be no na say gas kra so more maintenance kra ya nti dum so because you use liquid fuel and not there from here it and yes assurance but I mean we have lived it. Obi said the last 2 or 3 years I beg akala me say trust that next 5 years ko na we can do so on ready before in terms of insurance then they make say yes yeah part the part that's obi yeah make us 2 things so you see electricity say utua and secondly yeah energy efficient because how come be office bi ho obi no za kanea nisi so you see electricity board because sometimes you waste no
Kumasi so aban person or the American plant no ko na ye generate enyinamenkana ya nia enyinamenkana wo Kumasi eno so beboa ema asanteman ene Potom Western region for ne Sirimu for nyina power no akoyi ama obia ye beboa ye pi efise sise enyinamenkana na ekọ Kumasi Brown Ahafo ene Northern region, Upper East, Upper West, na efa Kumasi. Nti na yebe ye Kumasi bia na di mpuntu beba. Ye de efidie bi ba eno no se enyunam kanea na aye se na ye friend se ebubo ni ana na nkrofo beka se ye low current no. Although in real sense no ade ye ne low voltage eno be pijim kakra na ma Kumasi ne embotem ni nyina enyunam kanea no ejina yi.
Ghana Immigration Service any ECOWAS amaya hodro no aka omuntuma pam ho a omoba beto ban agiban aboa ahwe amaya ahye ahodro no so nya information eno matuni di se border information center na no na Ghana Immigration Service penifo ede ato Ghana fo anim se adwuma mo eyo no mo eyo ede abo Ghana ho ban se ebebo obi mfiri ye chimefiri ya rawo ema brichie bi emoye enti Ghana enya gidie mapa wo mumu ewo ya hye bambo no ho.
Ghana Immigration Service for HM said woman ebehwe aboa e de enhyehyepa agu fom na eye bambo ho nsem we ye border so no omo ahyemu ekena eno enam so em owura Henry A Asaria oye adwuma e wo Ghana Immigration Aflawo Center Command no e de atodwa se womo so ebehwe e de enhyehyepa agu fom na womo edi dwa efa sa border no eso no womo atumi de enhyehyepa agu fom na womo bambo ho nsem nyina no womo ayeniye wo se eye ECOWAS protocol ya eno no ekasafa eye free movement ya eno no emanipa akwenya omu afiri aman afoforo so ewa bibrim ha ebewura aman afoforo mu no esese wo mu ehwe no so tutu ne yie efise eboa mu emampuntu ekoso ewo man bia mu.
Cross border traders the activities no ade eboa oman ade empuntu ba emadwuma even ema crime rate ekofom nti Immigration Service Aflawo Sector Command there. Akua's protocol on free movement of persons. The Juma, but in Namun, say COVID time, be very near, but in Moabia, the Babua, our COVID time, our free movement in the Muno. But as long as we be on Bayiano. They shouldn't on minor security. Free movement, Akua's protocol. But you say you play on man penny, the declaration, the closure of the border, no, it is so enforced. Into our own bank, she said that will be no, I see a detour. Near face of minor home by bono.
Enwachi Enora Charles Agbeke ya ono na ye officer in charge of investigation ewo Aflawo border hoso echirichiri mu enema hodo ya wo mu efomu ewo ho enam so e de ensem sei etudwa.
Today's program is a culmination of activities that they've started. These West African exporters of agri products started long ago, and today it has culminated in the opening of this office for information spreading. And then it will help all of us, because sometimes the importers and the exporters, they don't have the requisite information, and it affects them in a sense that they come and waste a whole lot of time here, and then they turn out to blame us, and we also blame them. But if today we are having this office, which is for information purposes, it will clear all doubts, and it will create an avenue for openness, and then the people will know whatever they want to do in advance before coming here. So that's how it's going to help our activities at the border here.
Nekwakwaro na officer in charge ya ono NFA plant quarantine activities so Aflawo border no Theophilus Zotoglo ono so ejina so ensem sei etudwa.
What we are trying to address here is to ensure that our traders who come in with their commodities, or either for export or import of agri commodities, should ensure that at least they take permit. They take permit from us, from the directorate. The permit issuance will allow us to be able to trace whether whatever they are bringing in is safe in the country, whether it's not carrying any pest or diseases. So we want to just assure them, with the creation of the WACTA platform, we will disseminate all our information that we need at the plant quarantine services to provide them with the necessary information as to the procedures to follow if you want to import or export any agricultural commodities.
Avere ni chiremu ewo kra efe no brofo yedru eno ewo Seche East mensinumu ewo Asante mantam no emu na kuafo edua mo ade asrede ato Ghana ban enim se Ghana kuafo betimi edua emo amana so Ghana de hie nyina so a eho behia se ababe so masene sikasem afam
prepi aban edna no ekase ebedu mre bi no emo aye krafre amonone no ye bejai efise eyade a ye bema Ghana akuafo etimi adomo ha ne yetam sika bibre ene ye de kokra emo ne nyina eyade a ebo oman ne from ne no ene akuafo mo do emo ewo bofredu no wo Seche East mensinimo ewa santemantema ekire se ye nkra emo a ewo se emo akuafo mo Ghana no aban timi so mo asene efise akande a ese a fata a mo betimi ade aye wo mo efo no nya ade a wo mo enya bi no mo dem sem wo etudwa emra scientists and researchers every crop research institute ekopie mo no ma wo mo hwe kwan pa o metima fa so a emu akuafo no metima di ye wo mo to ansem no so ekire mu sei
said the aban na fato na kuma so say onkra mu bie mu no yan so so they are ready see be adwuma no ye de aboa o man no na mum ya hawo ni ye land preparation kwa fa so ye de prepare land na nsa na ye dua mu no hono ye bre because of say ye ni machines bia ye de be ye sa adwuma no think ye besre plowing machines like power tiller and ye wie so a mfidi ye de be pre ye de betwa sa ne ma no na ehia ye fertilizer no so na ho de ma ye fan sa fi kra de fertilizer no ama this aban no boye no ye sa ne ma no ma ye de a ene me gidi se ono so botaye a wahehye no e betimi aba mu ama no
de ha waye scarce de adwuma no eno ne wo fom esan se scarce mo nyentina ahode a wase de adwuma no ma yentime mfanye se skebo mo ana mo bo hosom bebo anya mfa bebo akuafo no
ye tama de adwuma no eye between March April and it started dry in ma hapa but that time no so na omo hwe se tama esrimfo no ba adwuma na omo de mfudie no abre efa emo edidua ene fertilizer no ni ade keka ho no nti ye ha no time no ne ho de ne nyepenti tama ye hia se kaye ne ma no beba ne breso a ye de adwuma se be ya beboa ye ema ye adwuma nko fele ye
eno actually you even some for any plant pathologist no research scientist crop research institute twetwe nkomo and was rekuafo no say ekwan paso a ye faso de ye kua no eno eno omo kire omo na ya omo emfa sa akwan no so
emo na omo hia no dodo na akwakoye no baye omo di gusu ne de didua no ezi say no de ye research ye wo ye varieties ahodo ye wo enan a de bae nti yesusu say abibia no omo nko hu agrek fo no a de eje omo no omo ngie anu bi mfi no omo ngie omo ntete no na omo mfom akuku no se ne be ya abibia say loan bi ana sika bi na omo hia esam nkabom a omo wo ni nti no aban betimi ehu say individuals we omo wo omo ka abom omo ye adwuma na omo so atimi abeso omo ase no atumpom omo abra abom ni omo fuye mu na modua no omo mbo amane nkoso na mansim no aban ni wo omo adwuma omo ye omo nkoso no omo nye mane nko anim si ye ne se na yaba be kire omo ya abibia no ye benya mo ewo ye adwa so ye yanso ye benya bi nsusu di adua ama mo kra no afiri yakwan
Kasebo ya de ebeso mu no esi na de di mu akotini ebi ene se Ghana ye mampenya be de chire se aban eye na afamu de aboa yen ahwe am ye nyuma hia hyehye ye papa wode ahyen ama school sahodo no
Operation Clean Your Frontage onyame adoma echina na ehase na mansia hodo a won kwan no won edi dwumadi sonko edi adanadi
Ghana fomo apiate a dynamite eto ye mom ho chire mo esre aba no so mo da no sisi ne ntem emfama wo
Education Minister Honorable Osei Yauduchum de atudwa se aban beboa ama school fo ekosua pa hodo no wanya baby pa edonti ato
ade ebeboa ene etimi ako ade etia covid no ene se ebewo pane ade aboye ho ba opanyina wo hwa apomuden so na din sem we tudwa
aso ya hwa apomuden so bono esimantamu abomanfo kokko se opesi na opedi ade ahodo ena aba ntomanfo onye ahyi
Eye classy trend omo ene maamenyi emaame ehye yo mo ha chu plaza omo ne GT bank no ne di enhwe classy trend so ba be ma onyi papa bi 0557 288 988 ofro mo a on be sort out me din de akua Agyeiwaa Kodie mene
David Ofori Osafo ene eye juada ye free as ye de mo ko NLA Monday special maben ena ebo twen
Ebusua yabo yasa ababiem. Another week, another opportunity. Me mamunyi na akwaba eba Brennan Hall inside the National Lottery Authority. Musumfo Jessica Williams. Me na mede juma di ebramu ene enyumre. Ana obetimi afreme NLA akwantre hima. Yes, pepe. Because as a person, I believe say nipa biano e was so otreno sena obechinam. It's not how say obedi enam no. Yes. Men man enam no manere treno ekwanya obefa so achinam because man enam no manere a echina orena say san obesa aba won chen abaje wo so de kakra na wo de asie wo baby enti wo treno ekwan no na wo mane akwantre na ofa so a na ono ankasa eche ne dia na chese bibia eye okay na bibia abalance pepepe o share your live ewo United Television so UTV and now obetimi ashare ewo your social media platforms so Facebook ubenyanya wo as National Lottery Authority, YouTube ubenyanya wo as the National Lottery Authority, and I say ubetimi abeka ye ho ewo Brennan Hall ha